Before we do, I like to begin my lesson by always saying to you that my mind and my heart are always in perfect alignment with the truth that I speak. Abracadabra. Can you say that? Abracadabra. It's an ancient Aramaic word that literally meant I create as I speak. That was the original meaning of abracadabra. What a concept, huh? I create as I speak. Imagine that. Makes us think back on what we said yesterday or what we've said this week and say, oh my God, I create as I speak. Those of you who speak more than one language know that in a translation you could lose the meaning of a statement. For example, if you speak Spanish, you know that Spanish-speaking people always say, si Dios quiere. That means maybe. Or as we say in the South, if the creek don't rise. You know, but it just means, okay, maybe, si Dios quiere. It really literally means if God wants. So in Unity, we don't like to say that because we believe that God does want. God wants us to be happy. God wants us to have what we need. So we don't say if God wants. But in Spanish, all you have to do is change the sound of the C. Just put a little accent over the I, and the whole thing changes from si Dios quiere to si Dios quiere. Same three words, said with a different meaning. So that's exactly what happened to abracadabra. Through the translation from Aramaic to Hebrew, it was translated to mean it came to pass as it was spoken. So not we create as we speak, but it came to pass as it was spoken. Just in the translation from one language to another. Changed the feeling of it, because create is a stronger feeling. But regardless of its meaning, abracadabra, I create as I speak, or it came to pass as it was spoken, is clearly seen in Genesis, the first book of the Old Testament, where we're told that God created the world by speaking it into existence. So we know that the Word is creative, that the Word creates. We see this in Genesis, in the book where God supposedly speaks the Word into existence. Now, eliminating the word create from abracadabra still did not take its power away from it, because by the 1600s, the word abracadabra was believed to have such magical powers that people literally wore amulets around their necks with the word abracadabra, and there were times when they even believed it could be substituted for God. So they literally felt that it had such creative power that they wanted to have it hanging around their necks. They felt that it was important to have it in order to focus the healing power of thought, hoping that maybe they would ward off illness or create meaningful relationships in their lives or bring into their lives whatever it was they wanted if they wore abracadabra around their neck. And it became a very powerful word. Words were so important that even when Charles Fillmore, the co-founder of Unity, started that wonderful Unity magazine that we all love so much, which by the way is one of the best magazines in the country now. It used to be a little tiny book. Do you remember when it was a little tiny book? Well, it started out as a little tiny book at the turn of the century, and people would literally take the words that were written in there, and they would carry it around with them and put it to their chest. They would take the healing word out, cut it out of the little magazine, and put it on their chest. So you see the concept of having a word that was powerful on you in some way continued even through there. And then, of course, as it morphed through Greek and Latin, then abracadabra became known as a magical word. And then it was only used in comic books or in performers of magic. And that's how it found its way in the Harry Potter series. So from creating a word that created anything you wanted in your life, it just morphed through the translations as a magical word that you would just use to create magic. But of course, it works for us because in Unity we believe in magic, right? Because we believe that when miracles happen in our lives and we are entitled to miracles, it's like magic. You can't explain it to people. You can't. People don't understand how a condition could shift so completely through prayer and meditation. So it is magical. But that's what unity is all about. Unity is all about the magical, healing, lifting power of the Word. In fact, Charles Philbin, co-founder of Unity, taught that through our words, we use the creative principle to create the kind of lives we want in our lives. So there's a creative principle, and it works through our words. And Unity teaches that by using the creative principle through our words, we literally create magic in our lives. We literally change things. We change situations. We change our bodies from illness to wholeness. We change relationships from chaotic to peaceful and calm. And we change chaos to peace through the creative principle of our word. In fact, one of my favorite Bible verses is, "Your word will not return to you void, but will do that for which it is sent." That's a beautiful promise. Your word will not remain to you void. In other words, what you say doesn't just disappear. Your word returns to you with exactly the same vibration with which you sent it. So if you send the word out with anger, somehow, and it may not be the same person you send the anger to, but anger will return to you, because the word will not return to you void. If you send your word out with love and peace will return to you, because your word, it's always amazing to me that when I'm writing a lesson, I get an experience to help me practice it. When I got home last night, there was a note on my windshield, and there was garbage thrown under my car, and there was a soda container, half full, put right by my door. And the note said, "Don't park in my spot anymore." And I thought, this is my spot. I've been parking in this spot since I moved in here. I've been parking in this spot for a week. But I was away taking care of Diane's dog for a few days, and so she parked in my spot. And when I came home, she was gone, I guess. And so I parked in my usual spot. And yesterday morning, as I'm getting ready to come to church, I noticed a bag full of garbage underneath my car and all this stuff in this nasty note. And I said, why would that happen to me? I've been parking here for a whole month. And so I went to the office and I said, you know what? I told the person at the office what happened to me. And I said, and that's my spot, because I've been parking there. She looked it up and she said, what number have you been parking at? I said, 11, that's my spot. She said, no, your spot's 10. So I've been parking in the wrong spot for a whole month, but obviously they hadn't rented that apartment yet. So while I was away at Diane's, they rented the apartment for that spot. And when I came to church and I was writing my thing about words, and trying to think of how will I deal with this when I see her, and so on and so forth. And so guess what? When I flew in last night about 6 o'clock, lo and behold, she's in my old spot, unpacking her car. And she's really looking at me hateful. She's a young woman, about 40, and she's like ready to beat me up. And she easily could have. And I said, hey, I'm so sorry. I had no idea that was your spot. I thought it was my spot. I've been parking there for a whole month, blah, blah, blah. I was really sweet. There was a little part of me that wanted to say, hey, did you have to put garbage under my car? But no, I was very sweet and very nice. And she said, oh, well, let me move a little closer to the side so you'll have more room, because she was really hogging up the whole spot. And she did. She lovingly pulled the car out, moved it over so I could get in, and I went home feeling really good. And I said, the power of words. See, I could have gone there and said something really hateful to her, because she kind of had it coming. She didn't have to put nasty garbage under my car. But I didn't, because I know that my word will not return to me void. And by being loving and kind to her, someone, when I'm making a mistake, mistake will be kind and loving to me. So you know what? She probably did that because when she makes a mistake, people jump on her. And they're not kind and loving to her. So that's how she reacts. That's her MO. It doesn't have to be my And so I love that. And I love that verse, your word will not return to you void, but will do that for which it was sent. So whatever you send it for, it's going to do it for you. Because metaphysically, and that's the way we understand the Bible in unity, we understand it metaphysically, which means symbolically. And symbolically or metaphysically, what that means to me is that the energy and the vibration of my word, because all our words have energy and vibration, do not fool yourself into thinking that there isn't an energy and a vibration in your word, because there is. And the energy and the vibration of the word that you send out will bring back the same energy and the same vibration. And as I said earlier, it will be from known and unknown sources. It doesn't have to be from the same source. So if I had responded to that hateful act with hateful words, it would return to me. She probably would have said, well, you ought to learn how to drive, or you know, it would have returned to me in some way, and it could become a very unpleasant, ugly situation with a person that I have to see every time I park my car. And so you have to always remember that it does return to you. You know, when I was a child, I was a very sensitive little girl. I really was. When I told you the whole thing about tithing, none of my other brothers and sisters took that seriously, but I took everything they taught me seriously. They said, my mother used to say, she used to really get me to do whatever she wanted by saying, you're the good one. That was total manipulation because I wouldn't break a rule because she would say that. My sister would say, I'm not coming home at 9 o'clock just because it's curfew. And I'm, oh, I gotta get home at 9 o'clock. The mama said no. So she used to say, so I would be hurt. People would just say things to me that would hurt my feelings. And I'd come home and I'd be really upset. And my mother would say, did they hit you? I'd say, no. Well, why are you crying? Because they said so and so. And she would say, sticks, and I know your mother said it too. What was it? Sticks and stones will break your bows, but words will what? Never harm you. Not true. If my mother had known that we create our world into existence through our words, she would have reframed that. She would have reframed it to sticks and stones can break your bones, but words can really harm you. So be careful what you say, and don't let what they say hurt you. Just shut it off. And I've often, I shouldn't say this from here because you might take advantage of it, but I'm really not easily offended. And it's hard to offend me. I'm not one of those people who carries my feelings on my sleeves, but I used to when I was a kid because I learned the importance of words. And so if you understand that your words are creating your world, you recognize that they really can harm you. They really can harm you. In fact, breaking your bones is nothing you can have those fixed. But it's very hard to break and to heal hurt feelings, and wounded feelings, and all of that, which we really do create ourselves through our words. Now, using Gnostic terminology, the New Testament in the book of John says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was made flesh and dwelt among us. Now, traditional Christianity says that's Jesus. They use that to mean Jesus is the Word. Jesus became flesh and dwelt among us. But that's not the way we interpret the Bible. We interpret the Bible metaphysically. And metaphysically, what that really means is that the Word is real. It is real. It is like flesh. It dwells among us. It decides what happens in our lives. The Word is something to really be aware of because it is, in seminary they used to call it word people. And they used to say, when you say things, these little word people go out there and they go out running and they make it happen. So you have to be really careful to keep those word people sending out the kind of messages that you want to get back. You know, I got an email from a friend yesterday that was talking about John Dominic, and I love that. And I thought, that's so timely. I'm going to use it in my lesson. And it was about the fact that the Bible was meant to be interpreted symbolically, and people who wrote it meant it to be interpreted symbolically, and we interpret it literally. We're supposed to interpret it symbolically, metaphysically. In other words, what does that really have to help me change my life? What is in there that can lift me, that can change me? And the Word is the creative principle. So in that verse, in the beginning was the Word, we're talking about the creative principle that really speaks our world into existence. So if you don't like the way things are working out for you, change your words. Change the way you say things. Change. You'll hear this every Sunday because this is Unity's basic message. We'll say it to you in a different way, but it's always the same message. Watch what you say. If you want to grow this church, you have to watch what you say. It's nothing else that's going to grow this church, because what brings people in is the energy created by our word. The energy created by our word brings an inviting energy into the church. People get up in the morning and say, I'd like to go to church today. Or they get up and go, I'm going to sleep in. It's the energy that we've created here that determines which one will happen. And that energy comes from our words. The Word was made flesh and does dwell among us, because it becomes the most integral thing in our lives. So abracadabra, I create as I speak, is timely, especially today as we watch on television and we see the atrocities that are happening around the world, and we realize, oh my God, if my word really helps to create my world, I need to watch what I say about everything that I see. I need to watch what I say on a daily basis, because on some level, I'm created. I probably already told you this, and if I repeat things, it's because I've been in ministry for so long and I've had so many churches, I think I haven't said it to you, but I probably have. But one of my favorite illustrations is the big vat of black coffee. You have a big vat of black coffee, and you just put a drop of milk in that vat, it doesn't show. It looks exactly like it's just black coffee, but you've made a difference. Somehow that coffee has been changed. And so sometimes you think, well, what is my word going to make? How is my word going to make a difference in the world? You will not see it. You may not know it, but your word on some level has made a difference. Because when you're speaking positive, grateful,